What's up everyone, it's Yuval here. Today I want to talk to you guys about filming in golden hour. So first off, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Yuval and I make videos about filmmaking and travel. So if you're interested in that kind of content, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about golden light. So I'm sure you all already know what golden hour is. I'm not gonna go all scientific on you like I've seen on other YouTube videos. I'm just gonna give you what you are here for, and I've got 7 tips for you. So tip number 1 is going to be about location scouting. Just do it. Trust me on this, guys. I've been there before. You don't want to go to your location on the actual shooting day without having previously been there. Because what's gonna happen is you're just going to run around trying to find that perfect spot or the perfect angle. Eventually you'll get to the end of the day where it's already dark and you can't shoot anymore, and then you'll realize that you actually didn't shoot all of the things you wanted to shoot because you were too busy running around trying to figure stuff out. So go to your location prior to shooting. Go like a day before or a week before, whatever you need. Just make sure you know how things look at that time, where you're gonna shoot from, what's the best compositions, so you don't waste any time on the actual shoot day. Tip number 2 is kind of related to the first one, and that's pre-planning. So not only go location scouting, but also make sure you have all of your scripts ready, your storyboards, whatever you need to make this shoot happen and not waste any time when actually shooting. Tip number 3 is going to be taking advantage of the light. So obviously you chose to shoot in magic hour for a reason, but golden light just makes everything beautiful, and now you just need to decide what angle you're going to shoot from and where the sun is going to be. So you can go backlight for that cinematic golden highlights, very soft kind of look. You can do side lighting for a more dramatic look, or you could even use the sun as a key light. You can make either of these work. It just depends on what kind of look you're going for and how you execute it. Personally, I really like backlighting. I think it's just very beautiful and makes everything super cinematic and just very flattering. But if I'm going for a more serious and dramatic look, I'll go for the side lighting. But I recommend doing some testings and also think about the look you're trying to get and then decide which one of those 3 you're going to use. Tip number 4 is going to be keeping an eye on your camera settings. So because golden hour is changing so fast, the sun is going down, the light is changing constantly, also the colors are changing, you have to keep an eye on your settings to make sure you keep a consistent look across your shots. If you stay with the same settings and the sun is going down, so the light is basically becoming less and less apparent in your shot, that means you're going to get darker and darker images as you go along your shoot. So to compensate, you're going to have to play around with your settings and adjust them accordingly. So tip number 5 is going to be about white balance, and it's don't set your camera to auto white balance. So what's going to happen if you use auto white balance is the camera is going to pick up on those warm sort of tones, and it's going to try to balance it out and introduce cooler tones to the image, which will basically just defeat the whole purpose of choosing to shoot in golden hour, because you do want that sort of warm look to your image. So what I usually do is I set my camera to manual white balance and I choose a temperature between 4000 to 5000 Kelvin. Tip number 6 is going to be getting creative. So golden hour really gives you the opportunity to be a little creative and think outside of the box. You have beautiful flaring, you have long shadows, you have the whole background and foreground beautifully illuminated and shining. You can play around with silhouettes and achieve so many different looks. So just make sure you have all these options in the back of your mind when shooting in golden hour, and just take advantage of it. Try to find cool compositions that maybe incorporate more of the background, maybe shoot on wider focal lengths to get more of the background, or shoot on wider apertures, and just generally keep an open mind so that you don't miss any of those opportunities. So finally, tip number 7 is going to be using reflectors and diffusers to make your shots even more beautiful. So the light you get at golden hour is already pretty soft and flattering, but if you use some reflectors and some silk, you can get even more amazing results. For example, if you're going for side lighting, you can put a reflector on the other side of your subject's face to kind of fill that shadow to get an even more pleasing look. Or if you're going backlighting and you find that the image is too soft, You can add a reflector on the front to kind of pop some light back into your subject's face, and you can use some diffuser like silk to soften the light even more. So those are my tips for shooting in golden hour. If you like this video and you think it helped you, please give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing so you don't miss any of my other videos. If you have any tips on filming in golden hour that I haven't covered in this video, feel free to put them down in the comments below for everyone else to see and learn. Also hit me up on Instagram, it's @Yuval86. I upload a lot of travel content over there, and also I update you guys daily on story, showing you what I'm doing, what I'm working on. So make sure you hit me up on there, it's @Yuval86. That's all I have for you guys today. I'm gonna see you in the next one.